Hello, this is Rod Jones and thank you for watching this video. In the next few minutes, I'll give you a high-level overview of the content of my World-Class Contact Center's Operational Excellence Seminar, and I call it the Contact Center Management Development Program. It's a knowledge development program based on information sharing and my 40 years in call centers and contact centers. These are the 16 modules that we'll work through over a 2-day period and discuss these critical components of any contact center or call center. Whether you're starting a new call center or optimizing an existing customer interaction center, much of this information is generic and will be of extreme value to anybody participating as a delegate in this program. Allow me to introduce myself. As you can see, I started in the direct marketing business way back in 1971 and built my first call center in 85. And since then, I've been intimately involved in many dimensions of the contact center industry, from building call centers, operating outsourced BPO call centers, and more recently in the last 10 or 15 years, been involved in industry associations, standards bodies, and today I practice as an independent strategic advisor, an industry analyst, a professional speaker, and my great joy is to share this information and knowledge and experience with delegates all over the world in my MasterClass seminars. In the first module in the seminar, we'll be looking at the global trends in contact centers, and these will give us the strategic directions and the highlights of the modern contemporary call center or contact center. What is a world-class contact center or call center? How do we define it? How do we measure it? How do we plan for it? How do we plan for a world-class contact center starting from scratch? And how do we look at an existing contact center and decide on the development path to take it to that status of being world-class? We'll address that in this specific module in the masterclass. In any organization, there's a direct correlation between customer satisfaction and customer loyalty, and for that matter, a correlation between customer loyalty and profitability. In this module, we'll be looking at the different ways and methods and techniques and tactics and even technologies that we use to measure customer satisfaction and loyalty. The term CRM, or Customer Relationship Management, has been around since the early 80s. In this module, we'll look at the very distinct differences between CRM strategies within the organization and CRM technologies, and they are both very different. We'll also be looking at the journey that CRM has taken, which brings us to the point now of the more modern customer experience. Let's move into customer experience management. Unlike CRM or customer relationship management, which tended to be the manipulation and the management of customers from an organization's point of view, customer experience management turns that right around, and it just gives us a greater and in-depth understanding of customers' wants, needs, desires, demands, and expectations. My masterclass seminars are highly dynamic and highly interactive. I only like to have between 15 and 20 delegates per seminar, and this means that delegates participate, asking questions, sharing information, sharing knowledge between delegates, and it's really very interactive. In the earlier Global Trends module, we'll be exploring how smartphone penetration has changed the nature of customer interactions. Customers with smartphones open up a range of digital channels, and this of course puts immense pressure on the contact center. So in this particular module, we'll be looking at how the social channels, social media channels have impacted and will impact on the contact center going forward. Business processes are the heart and soul of any organization, but specifically in the context of call centers and contact centers, business processes make or break them. Whether you're starting out with a brand new contact center or optimizing an existing contact center, it's imperative that business processes are designed, mapped, and inculcated into the training and the operations of the contact center. Quality assurance has become the number one driver in the quest to create world-class contact centers. In this particular module, we'll spend a lot of time discussing trends in quality assurance, techniques, new technologies, and how quality assurance drives back into the organization, driving business intelligence, driving productivity, and driving customer satisfaction. This is a very, very important module. The contact center technology section of my seminar is quite extensive. In fact, we have 6 sub-modules within this particular section of the seminar. And here we'll be looking at the basics, the fundamentals of automatic call distribution, voice recordings, IVR systems, and then start exploring some of the leading edge technologies such as voice biometrics. In this module, I also make extensive use of various video clips from different manufacturers and vendors throughout the world. And these video clips clearly demonstrate how these technologies are used and how they can optimize the business. I also, in this module, discuss the difference between on-premise technology, hosted contact center technologies, and cloud technologies. Up until fairly recently, interaction analytics, process automation, and data analytics were only the realm of the large corporate contact center operators. However, today, entry-level software used in call centers has many elements of data analytics and business intelligence. And we'll be exploring in this module how we can utilize these new advancements in contact center technologies to our advantage. Financial controls and budgeting are very, very important aspects of both setting up a brand new contact center and even more so going forward in optimizing it and running an effective contact center. In this module, I'll share with you ABC costing or activity-based costing and how to build accurate and credible financial models and budgets for forecasting purposes. In Module 14, let's take a look at organizational structures in the context of contact centers. The hierarchical structure from manager, perhaps assistant managers, supervisors, team leaders, agents, and then support staff such as QA, workforce optimization, and administration. So it's a fresh look at org structures within the contact centers. And here we are at the last of the 16 modules making up my 2-day Operational Excellence Masterclass. Assessing and auditing and benchmarking of call centers is an absolutely vital part of planning, building, and optimizing contact centers. And in fact, it's one of the 3 criteria for a world-class contact center, that your contact center is audited, assessed, and benchmarked at least once a year. In this module, I'll give you the tools, the tactics, and the techniques of auditing, assessing, and benchmarking your contact center. And there we have it. There are the 16 modules that make up my standard 2-day World-Class Contact Center Operational Excellence Seminar. I look forward to meeting you at my next seminar and to help you to have the knowledge and the information and the tactics, the techniques, and access to the technologies that will enable you to have a world-class contact center. Over the past 12 years, over 5,000 delegates have participated in my public masterclass seminars in 13 different countries. In addition to my public seminars, I frequently compile customized content seminars for my corporate clients. These customized seminars can be run over 2 consecutive days, or alternatively split over 4 half-day sessions spread over 2 to 3 weeks, and this in order to minimize disruption to the operation. I can also construct participant assignments and do the assessments if required. Please contact me for more information or for me to prepare specific proposals and a quote. There's my email address, my website, and my telephone contact details. You'll also find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and in the YouTube channel.